Hello friends, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're doing another random townie family makeover. So here I am in my forever save file, and then here are all of my Sims. The Herbert family was the last random townie makeover that I did. Why is it taking so long for everything to load? But we are just going to go into the other households, and we are going to find a randomly generated townie family and fix them up, give them a makeover, make them cute, and also give them some backstories and lore. Look at Michael Bell from Cottage Living. He's married, it looks like, and has a kid. Also, he's living in Chestnut Ridge now. That's so funny. It's really interesting seeing all of these families and like the progress that they've had since I've been playing in this save file. Like, look at the Charm family. It looks like they have 2 kids here, a teen and then a child. Stop. Is that Christopher? Living in Chestnut Ridge with a horse, a newborn, and it looks like he's married to, I don't know her name, the one that comes in the Chestnut Ridge world. That is so funny. And if you guys know me, I have an entire save file dedicated to Christopher, who my sim married, called the Volkov Legacy, and it's all about werewolves. It's very cozy, surprisingly cozy. You wouldn't think that a bunch of werewolves rampaging in Moonwood Mill would be cozy, but it is. But yeah, so I love seeing him in my game. I think it's so funny. But what an interesting life he leads in this save file. Who is this? Single sim, Lacey, and why is he so attractive? If he's randomly generated, the game did good with him. It is surprisingly difficult to find a randomly generated family because so many of them have moved in with pre-made townies, it seems. And I would prefer a completely randomly generated family rather than a pre-made one, because the pre-made ones come with a bit of lore already. Oh, is that the end? Oh, but you know what I do see? A randomly generated family. The Squires, living in San Myshuno. Well, they look fun. They have a cat, a child. Maybe we'll go with them. Okay, here we are in Cass with the Squires. We are starting off with Brittany, and I absolutely love how she turned out. She's so cute. I love how all of them turned out, of course. They are just the cutest little family. So Brittany has had aspirations of living the luxurious life of fashion photography since she could remember, growing up in the cozy suburbs of Newcrest just outside the city limits of San Myshuno. She loved going to the city and taking in all the billboards and bright lights filled with beautiful people in breathtaking clothes. The bold designs and bright colors of all the high-end fashion displayed on mannequins in shop windows and on passerbys going about their day as if they were the main character in a movie. She wanted to be part of that world, to capture the beauty and life that she saw all around her. She graduated top of her class at the Foxbury Institute in photography and cinematography, and made a way for herself, climbing the ladder to becoming one of the most prestigious and sought-after fashion photographers in San Myshuno. Brittany has the leader of the pack aspiration, which by all metrics she has accomplished. The designs she shoots becomes next week's trends. She has the life she always dreamed of, except perhaps someone to share it with. Being romantically reserved, she doesn't know where to start. She's not the kind of person who can strike up a flirtatious conversation with just anyone. There has to be a genuine and strong connection before she can feel comfortable with someone. And as a good sim who values honesty and genuine personalities, she's beginning to realize that this life of fast fashion, fame, and fortune attracts some pretty unpleasant sims. And she's been burned by quite a few so-called friends and crushes in the past. But just as the rose-colored glasses began to slip, she was on a shoot and fell head over heels for the model, Ahmed. At their very first interaction, she can tell there was something different about him compared to everyone else she met, something real and down to earth. Ahmed grew up on a horse ranch in Chestnut Ridge. His first introduction to fashion was at the rodeo where his dad competed. The extravagant, silky uniforms with beads, jewels, and tassels always drew him in. He started reading fashion magazines and collecting dazzling belt buckles. Then his mother gave him a sewing machine for his 14th birthday, and the whole world opened up. He began crafting his own outfits for his rodeo competitions, following in his dad's footsteps of barrel racing. Then his older sister challenged him to create prom dresses for her and her friends, and Ahmed found a passion for high-end couture fashion. This newfound passion led him to pursuing fashion design in the big city when he graduated high school. Ahmed acquired an internship for a large fashion designer and picked up a casual modeling job to pay the bills. As much as he enjoyed designing and creating clothing, he enjoyed modeling just as much. What started out as a small part-time gig began to grow quickly into a successful modeling career. As he gained more prominence as a model, the fashion that he wore for photo shoots became more and more extravagant and luxurious. Ahmed was living his dream, surrounded by beautiful fashion and prominent designers and artists, living the fast-paced life of San Myshuno city living. But his modeling career soon began taking up all of his time, and outside of his internship, he had little time for work on his own fashion designs. As Ahmed and Brittany became closer friends, they each developed feelings for each other, but being so busy in their careers, they didn't have time to devote to anything more than friendship. That is, until Ahmed was called back home to his family's ranch after his father was badly injured in a barrel race. Ahmed had to put his career on hold to help care for the ranch and his parents. The time away was refreshing and reminded Ahmed of his childhood and where his dreams began, and that at the end of the day, family means everything to him. He realized that he got so caught up in the glitz and glam of fast-paced city life and the thrill and spotlight of modeling for luxury brands that he had set aside his real dream of designing his own clothing and creating his own brand. When Ahmed returned to San Myshuno, he decided to quit his modeling career to create his own fashion company full-time, as well as pursue a romantic relationship with Brittany. After he confessed his attraction for her, it didn't take long before they were married. They spent their honeymoon in Sulani and spent their days swimming in the ocean, taking in the beautiful nature and snorkeling, where Brittany found a love for underwater photography and for the beautiful marine life. They also discovered on their honeymoon that they were expecting their soon-to-be son, Reese. Once they returned home to their San Myshuno apartment, they got to work preparing the nursery, as well as a saltwater aquarium to remind them of the magical coral reefs of Sulani, a place they would frequently travel and create lifelong memories together with Reese throughout his childhood, as well as visiting both their parents in Newcrest and Chestnut Ridge. Ahmed works mainly from home, creating one-of-a-kind garments for his clients, as well as looking after Reese while Brittany is away at photo shoots. And they recently adopted a stray cat that Reese named Peanut Butter. That is all of the little bit of lore for the Squires that I came up with for now. And I just realized that I completely forgot to give you Ahmed and Reese's traits. So Ahmed has the master crafter aspiration and the skeptical, perfectionist, and horse lover traits. I feel like I did a decent job tying in all of his traits to the lore, except perhaps skeptical, but I think that could probably be taken in a different direction than just not believing in the occults. I don't know. But then Brittany's other traits that I didn't mention is that she's a geek. But I like to think of geek as not just liking video games, but also being super into any niche sort of topic. So I went with her discovering a love and fascination with the Sulani marine life and creating a saltwater tank, which I've actually been thinking about recently, so maybe that's why. And then Reese is a creative genius, which I think really combines both of his parents' backgrounds and personality well, as both Ahmed and Brittany are creatively inclined, and then he is also squeamish, which is a little bit random. The last family member is the cat Peanut Butter, who I didn't even touch on at all because I don't really like giving pets clothes or anything like that because I like to play a bit more realistically in my game, but Peanut Butter is fluffy, talkative, and frisky. But that is the Squires. I really enjoyed giving these Sims a makeover. I think they turned out so cute and I can't wait to maybe see them in my game at some point. I really loved creating their story and it actually kind of makes me want to play in San Myshuno with them, but I probably won't. Not anytime soon, at least. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day and I will see you all next time. Bye!